guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video, we got a Gen 2 Busa on the dyno. Finally, another Gen 2 back on the channel. I feel like it's been nothing but Gen 3 city here lately, but here you go, Gen 2 fans. We got a super clean one in here for you. Yoshimura dual slip-on exhaust. And we're going to be doing some nice modifications today. We're going to be installing a Woolich Racing Quickshifter and a sprint air filter, some velocity stacks, and this little guy right here. What are we going to do with that? We're going to talk more. I'll show you more here in just a second. Stay with us, guys. Here we go. Before we get too much farther in today's video, let me take a chance to show you about our latest giveaway we got going. We're going to go inside and check that out now before we do too much with this dyno. Like I said, I got a giveaway for you. This just started. We're getting it going now through December 14th. You can go on moremafia.com, buy yourself some merch, whether it be a hoodie like this, t-shirts, whatever you want. You go to moremafia.com, get yourself some merch, and it's going to get you entered into a chance to win this 2025 GSX-R 1000 or this 2025 Hayabusa. Both bikes are brand new, very limited, or I guess you say few miles on both bikes. Both of them fully hooked up, ready to go. You name it, they got it. Go to moremafia.com right now and get all the details. Oh, and did I mention whoever wins the giveaway gets to pick between this bike or that bike, and you get $5,000 in cash. Go check it out right now, moremafia.com. Hey guys, before we get to modifying this Busa too much, we're about to do the baseline pull. Let's see what kind of numbers we got out of this thing. Then we're gonna do our modifications and see what the gains are worth. Stay with us, here we go. Let's take a look at our baseline numbers and see what we got. We got another bike on there that we got to delete. This is one I did yesterday. Let me delete this run. Delete, and there is our run from our Busa. You see 173 horsepower. The horsepower goes up and then it rolls back down. So we make peak power about 9,900 RPMs, 9,800, somewhere around in there. Between 95 to 99, it's about the same, and then the power starts to roll back down. So the modifications that we're going to be doing, for one, they're going to increase the horsepower, but two, they're going to make this power curve go a little straighter. So instead of it rolling back down, we're going to try to maintain this / keep it going up at higher RPMs. Now, this customer is going to be riding this bike on the street, enjoying it, but he's also getting into drag racing. He's going to be going to the drag strip, doing some launches, doing some practice with this thing, and going fast the legal and fun way. Now you can see here we've already got the Woolich Racing Quickshifter installed. That little gizmo right there is all there is to it. That gives us clutchless upshifts. So you can hold the throttle, maintain the throttle on, and just click the gear up, boop, 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 boop. wide open, going slow, whatever, the bike is going to have clutchless upshifts just like the new Gen 3s. Now that add-on itself cost around 500, a little over 500 bucks with your ECU Flash, like I guess you'd say as an add-on. So a couple little things, you know, upgrades that we're going to be able to do to make this more like a Gen 3 without cutting that big Gen 3 paycheck. And just like that, the Busa is tore down. So it does have a 100% factory air filter and 100% factory velocity stack. So you can see the velocity stacks are all fairly tall. All these ones we have here are very short. So we're about to install these. That's going to, what this is going to do is this is going to change our power curve. We're going to lose a couple horsepower, maybe 2 or 3 right here, 6 or 7,000 RPMs. But we're going to extend our horsepower out here 5 to 7 RPM, or 5 to 7 horsepower in the upper RPMs. On a Busa, we don't really need a lot of mid-range. In other words, the bike has tons of mid-range from the factory. So if we lose a little bit, that's not that big a deal because the bike wants to wheelie. We got more than we can use anyway. Factory air filter, trash can, and this Sprint air filter, gonna be a big airflow upgrade. Now, let me show you what we're gonna do with this here marble, okay? This is your factory pair valve system right here, these little caps. And then you see they got a hose, and then you got this solenoid right here. And there is a hose that comes off that solenoid, and it attaches to the air box right there. We're gonna take this marble and simply shove it down inside this hose. Then we're gonna put that hose back on the air box. We're gonna do all that stuff. We're about to run it again, see what kind of power gains we got. Velocity stacks have been installed. You can see how short they are compared to the factory ones. This is a super simple, easy installation. You could do this yourself at your house. If you wanted to buy these, you hit us up, moremafia.com. We keep them in stock, but you can see the big tall ones are out. We're about to put these other 2 in. We're gonna be ready to run here in a second. Just like that, we got some really, really nice gains. So as expected, we lost a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I'm sorry, we lost some here. We actually gained everywhere else. So the blue line is our current line. We just went to 179 from 173. This is no tuning, no nothing. Now we do need to change or tweak our tune. We didn't have it perfectly tuned to start with. This was just an ECU Flash that we had put in there for the slip-ons. So that was the baseline run. Now we've got to fine tune and dial all this in with our new modifications because our air fuel ratio definitely gonna be a little wavy. We've changed our flow a lot, so we gotta change our fueling a good bit to go with that. The fueling, here it is. You can see that the thing goes super lean on top end. Now that we have changed the velocity stacks, that's why our horsepower hasn't picked up much up there like I told you it was going to. But I'm gonna fix all this stuff and smooth it out. Here we go, guys. It should be time for what should be the final pulls. The tune is dialed in, the air fuel is perfected. Check out the Quickshifter too. I'm gonna show you it. I'm gonna run it up and down through the gears and show you the clutchless part. Really cool, but listen to how nice and clean this Busa sounds, and it's making great power. We're going to talk about the difference between the power in the Gen 2 versus Gen 3 here in just a second. numbers I see. Let me get this, I guess you would say, all the runs simplified on the dyno graph so you can see it better, and then I'm gonna pull up the before and after when we did all these mods for what we've gained so far in today's project. Look at our gains. We started with 173, we ended with 186 at 9,800 RPMs. You can see we went from 172 to basically 186. Here at 8,000 RPMs, why is it not this thing in the way? Hold on, let me back this up. We went from 156 to 173, massive gains. So after tuning, we were able to tune out, I guess you would say, the power loss of the stacks. But I think overall, if you have a perfectly tuned stock stacks, perfectly tuned short stacks, you're definitely going to lose 1 or 2 horsepower there around 6,000 or 7,000 RPMs like we showed in the original graph. But overall, with tuning this thing, super, super good. How did you like the sounds of the clutchless upshift and downshift? That sound, I'm sorry, clutchless upshift only, not clutchless downshift, guys. You can only get clutchless downshift on bikes with electronic control throttles. The Gen 2 Busa, that is not possible. So there is no auto blipper. Now you may find a shifter that will kill going down, but it does not, quote unquote, have a auto blipper feature. And I do not really recommend adding that to one for a bike that don't have it. I don't know, it's hard on the transmissions. But upshift, no problem, no, I guess you would say, loss of reliability whatsoever. Overall, this Busa looks super, super good. And did I mention she's got still under 1,000 miles? All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the content. We just gained some really big power numbers for not that much money. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Check us out at moremafia.com if you are interested in getting work done to your bike, whatever you need, or if you just want to buy parts, you can hit us up, moremafia.com. We'll be glad to help you out. We appreciate you watching. Smash that like button. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.